everyone, welcome to this week's edition of Focus Vandalia. My name is Rich Hopkins. I'm the communications manager for the city, and we're coming to you today from the intersection of Dixie and National Road, which is always a busy place to be. But an interesting study by the Ohio Department of Transportation actually had some good news for us in that, statistically speaking, there are fewer large commercial trucks rolling through town these days. Police Chief and Interim City Manager Kurt Althouse says it's the one issue he hears about the most often: finding a way to reduce the number of large commercial trucks rumbling through Vandalia.
One of the things I know that our city council and our city staff members have heard quite clear from the residents here in Vandalia is the concern of the number of large trucks that are traveling through our downtown area along National Road. So several years ago, there were discussions that began with council and with staff about how we can address this concern and how we can hopefully try to reduce that number. We realize we're not going to be able to eliminate all trucks. Obviously, they have the right to travel through our roads and they have business that they do here in town. But what we can do to maybe try to reduce that number to address the concerns of our residents. And so we have taken a number of measures to address those concerns.
The challenge facing anyone looking to reduce truck traffic in Vandalia is that because National Road is a U.S. route, the city's options are limited.
Keep in mind, National Road is a U.S. route. So there are federal funds that are used to maintain that route. It is a U.S. route, so that route is permitted to be driven by all vehicles, including commercial vehicles. So that's something that the city does not have control over, nor does the city have the right to ban the use of trucks on National Road.
Despite the uphill battle city leaders face, and despite the construction of a number of warehouse distribution centers around the airport, the most recent news from the Ohio Department of Transportation is promising.
The Ohio Department of Transportation has a traffic management system, and so they routinely go out and check the number of vehicles that are traveling down specific roadways. And one of those roadways here in Vandalia is National Road. And what we have seen, even though there was an uptick of commercial vehicles from 2013 to 2016, from 2016 to 2019, there was a 25% reduction in commercial vehicles along East National Road between Interstate 75 and Dixie Drive. And that was very encouraging to us. Granted, we realize there's still commercial vehicles traveling down National Road, and I'm sure our residents and our staff members and many of us still see those trucks, but there are fewer trucks coming down that way.
Althouse says city leaders have taken a multi-pronged approach to try to reduce the number of trucks on the road.
First of all, we purchased a number of signs and placed those strategically along Northwoods Boulevard, North Dixie Drive, and near National Road that prohibits semi-trucks from turning from Dixie onto National Road, especially because of such the tight way that intersection is designed. Makes it very challenging and causes trucks to go over either curbs or into opposing lanes of traffic. So that signage has been erected and been put there so that we can reduce the number of trucks coming through that intersection.
The city also focused on finding ways to slow down the flow of traffic.
We reduced the speed limit on National Road between Ranch View Drive and Dixie Drive to 25 miles an hour. We did that for the safety factor of not just the commercial vehicles, but all traffic, because there are so many entrances and exits to businesses along that stretch, that it has helped us hopefully reduce the number of crashes and reduce the amount of traffic, specifically commercial vehicles that are traveling along East National Road.
Althouse says another approach taken by the city was to give police officers more training,
specifically on commercial vehicle enforcement, and then have those officers looking to go out and do extra patrols to make sure that all of our traffic is moving safely, but specifically those trucks coming through town. And if there are some unsafe issues or some violations, then they will stop those vehicles and make them aware of the violations.
Finally, police and city officials have worked hard to reach out to the folks behind the trucks.
We've met with several of the local trucking companies in and around Vandalia. We've met with their safety teams, and we've met with their management staff, and we've partnered with them to let them know about some of the concerns, and they've been very receptive. They've communicated with their drivers that deliver to and from their warehouses the importance of perhaps using the Interstate 70, 75, and airport access roads to access those warehouses rather than driving right down National Road. And it's for the benefit of their drivers as well because of the number of traffic lights and intersections that come through town.
There's a couple of key takeaways from today's news. One is the strategies the city's been using to reduce truck traffic does appear to be working. The other takeaway, of course, is that we need to continue that work and look for other ways to reduce truck traffic so we can all drive safely through town. That's going to do it for this edition of Focus Vandalia. I'm Rich Hopkins. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.